Hello and welcome to TRC Talks. My name is Wayne Brown, a member of TRC's Public Affairs and Outreach team. We are here to continue our discussion about the importance of building resilient sites. In our first episode, we talked about TRC's approach to health and safety and how that is translated during COVID-19. In our second episode, we will look at understanding risks and designing a plan to manage them. Again with us is Parker Meeks, President of Infrastructure Sector, and Mike Glenn, Vice President, National Safety Director. It can be difficult to know where to start when it comes to approaching safety now with COVID-19 front and center. So Mike, what are some of the ways TRC is helping clients get started and devise a plan?
It's a great question, Wayne. We're helping clients in several different ways, starting with, when we win the project, we talk with them specifically about the potential risks on site. We develop our health and safety plan in collaboration with them and some of the experiences that they have with their type of work. So we establish a overall site plan and then communicate with our employees and educate and train them on how to manage the site effectively and most importantly, safely. Now, as COVID came in, that changed all those plans. So we had to, first of all, reassess TRC's initial plan, how we're going to manage it through our employees, and then communicate with our clients and kind of get some guidance from them on what they think we should be doing in relation to COVID. And then we put together a combined plan that assess and communicates all the potential risks and spend a lot of time training our employees. We've got small projects with 10 TRC employees on the project site. Those were a little easier to manage. And then we have these larger construction projects with 200 employees on site with a combination of TRC employees and several different subcontractors. So really digging into those larger projects and identifying a process and a way to communicate the revisions to the health and safety plan and then address the COVID specific requirements. It changed a lot about what we did for a particular project, but we've been successful at doing that so far. It's been a good relationship with that client to help do it together with them.
Hey, Parker, with all of the mixed messages that are out there and the ways to approach the virus, and you work with so many large infrastructure clients, are there specific ways we are advising them?
Certainly, Wayne. I think it starts from, taking our approaches to risk and safety, mitigation and management, understanding from all reputable sources what the risks are specific to COVID-19, be that guidance from CDC, from state and local agencies and governments, and putting together our view of the plan, as Mike mentioned, protocol definition tailored to the site, openly discussed with the client to tailor that and go in whatever direction we need to accomplish the goals of mitigation and to go in many cases above and beyond what the guidance very, very well may be. And to enable that with technology to automate it and to, most importantly, from my perspective, be able to learn. Because risk and safety management is not a static thing. You put a plan in place and then you learn and manage that plan over time. And that open dialogue with the customer spreads out over the entire course of the project and beyond to make sure we're learning and adapting the protocol and the approach.
Mike, with seemingly hundreds of potential risk scenarios on a project, how do you advise clients on the ones to prioritize?
Well, I think, it starts with our approach, right? I think we do a pretty good job of assessing risks for projects that we're working on. And then it's about communicating to them what we see and then asking for their input on what they see as risks and how they would best manage it. And really, again, this COVID environment has allowed us to collaborate more than we ever had with our clients in relation to developing and implementing a safety plan. And it provided some tremendous benefits on both fronts, not only on the COVID side of things, but also with our standard operating procedures for managing construction type activities.
Yeah, I think just to build on that, to me, it's about being able to understand the nuances to prioritize certain risks higher in a situation. I think our standard prioritization, would come into play as a baseline of which risks we know to be higher, which approaches we know to be better, whether it be cleaning and verification or PPE or social distancing and what to support that. But if a site has a need to work in closer spaces based on the nature of the work, well, it's deemed essential to be open. PPE and cleaning and verification may be even higher risk and a focus. If a site has a significantly higher number of stakeholders coming in and out of the site, be it that material deliveries, be it that a more complex network of contractors, then your coordination efforts, your exit and entry points, and your training may be at a higher risk. So it does come back to understanding those details and then zooming in on the areas based on that location of higher risk.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. So join us for episode 3 as we discuss the use of technology and data in building resilient sites. This is TRC Talks.